Welcome to Merida, Spain, known for being a World Heritage City. Now this video will provide 10 reasons why people love Merida. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Merida, Spain. Population around 60,000. Now just for context, we have a map here. We have circled Merida. Merida is 2 hours from Seville and 2 hours and 45 minutes from Lisbon. Now this video will provide 10 reasons why people love Merida. People love Merida because of the Roman Theater. A magnificent ancient monument, the Roman Theater is the most impressive archaeological site in Merida and the best conserved Roman theater in Europe. The theater was built in 16 BC and rebuilt in the 1st century AD after a fire during the reign of Hadrian. In its sloped, semicircular seating, the theater could accommodate 6,000 spectators. The rear wall of the stage buildings has magnificent sculptural decorations and once had a garden that served as a foyer. Because the theater is so well preserved and has been beautifully restored, tourists can easily visualize being at an event more than 2 millennia ago. The theater is still used today for performances of plays, ballets, and concerts. During July and August, the theater becomes a stunning venue for the prestigious Classical Theater Festival. The festival is dedicated to classical theater of the Greco-Latin tradition, but also includes other dramatic arts and musical performances as well as film screenings. Sitting on the old stone benches, attendees experience firsthand the cultural legacy of ancient Greece and Rome. In addition to hosting cultural events, the Roman Theater is open to the public for visits every day, year-round. People love Merida because of the National Museum of Roman Art. This superb collection of ancient Roman art is opposite the Roman Theater. Opened in 1986, the National Museum of Roman Art displays Roman antiquities found at the archaeological sites in Merida. From ancient coins, sculptures, glassware, ceramics, and wall paintings to tombstones, the items on display offer insight into everyday life during the Roman era. Highlights of the collectibles include a bust of Emperor Augustus carved from Carrara marble, wall hangings from the Roman Theater, and an assortment of exquisite floor mosaics. The museum was built on top of archaeological remains, and the basement of the museum features archaeological excavations in progress. People love Merida because of the Plaza de España. The delightful plaza is a wonderful place to relax after a morning or afternoon of sightseeing. Restaurants can be found on every corner of the square and on the streets in behind looking out onto the plaza. The central fountain and surrounding palm trees are a refreshing sight after touring the monuments. The buildings encompassing the plaza are a mix of architectural styles. One of the standout structures is the Merida Palace Hotel, a former 16th century palace that has been turned into a luxury accommodation. People love Merida because of the Temple of Diana. This majestic building is the most beautiful of the ancient Roman sites in Merida. The enormous temple was an important religious building during the classical period. Standing on an elevated rectangular base, the structure is surrounded by columns with 6 columns on the facade. The granite columns feature Corinthian capitals typical of the era. People love Merida because of the Casa Del Mitreo. The Casa del Mitreo was a large Roman villa that belonged to a noble family. Also discovered on site was an underground cave used for mystic rites that was related to the cult of Mithra, explaining the house's name. The Casa del Mitreo was designed around 3 lovely patio courtyards with colonnades that gave the living space a pleasant quality. The house includes private living quarters and reception area, gardens, and thermal baths. Splendid mosaics and frescoes decorate the rooms. The most exquisite mosaic depicts the origin of the world with representations of heaven, earth, and the sea. The Casa del Mitreo is near the Plaza de Toros, the bullring. People love Merida because of the Basilica de Santa Eulalia. The basilica was built in the 13th century during the Christian reconquest of Spain. This venerated historic monument stands on the site of a 4th century Visigothic basilica, where a Roman temple previously stood. Exemplifying Romanesque architecture, the basilica has 3 naves and a semicircular apse. Around the apse are chapels featuring Visigothic and Gothic architectural details. Beneath the basilica are the remains of ancient Roman houses and an early Christian necropolis, the Crypta de Santa Eulalia. People of Merida because of the co-cathedral of Santa Maria la Mayor. Built between the 13th and 15th century, the cathedral was founded by Alonso de Cardenas, Grand Master of the Order of Santiago. The church stands on the site of an earlier Visigoth temple that has preserved some elements from the 13th century. During the 17th and 18th century, the church was renovated in neoclassical style. On the relatively unadorned facade, visitors can find a vaulted niche with an image of the Virgin Mary known as Our Lady of Guidance. The interior has 3 naves divided by square pillars and contains the tombs of Don Alonso de Cardenas and the Duke and Duchess of de la Roca. Tourists can only visit the cathedral during the hours of worship. People of Merida because of the Roman Bridge. One of Merida's most iconic sites, the Roman Bridge, provides a strategic link between the ancient city of Augusta and Tarragona. This ancient Roman bridge was originally built during the reign of Emperor Augustus and was restored over later periods. You can see the bridge from water level by walking along the Riverside Trail, or to see the full length of the bridge, view it from the walls of the Alcazaba. At 792 meters long, this is one of the longest Roman bridges in Spain. Built from bolstered granite, the bridge spans the river with its 60 semicircular arches. The pillars are rounded and were well designed for spill flows when the river's water level is high. People of Merida because of the Aqueduct of Miracles. Constructed during the 1st century AD, this ancient Roman aqueduct is a feat of engineering designed to deliver fresh water to the city of Merida. It once stretched for 10 kilometers. Its name translates to the Aqueduct of Miracles, which was given because the structure has endured the millennia in an amazing state of preservation. Today, over 800 meters of the original structure still stands, with entire sections almost entirely intact, including portions that are 27 meters in height. Built from granite and brick, the aqueduct was a massive monument featuring 3 stories of semicircular arches with distribution towers and a tank for water. The northern end of the aqueduct incorporates a pool that purifies the water. Storks nest all along the top of the structure. In spring, you'll see them feeding their young in the nest. People of Merida because of the Arco de Trajano. The Arco de Trajano is a 2nd century Roman arch found in the heart of Merida. Straddling a street and surrounded by residences and businesses, it has a striking appearance and seems pleasantly out of place as you approach. This is another of Merida's free things to do as you wander around the city. Several restaurants with patios line the street immediately in front of the arch. If you're looking for things to do that don't require a lot of walking, enjoy a relaxing afternoon over an atmospheric lunch. The reasons provided in this video are not all the reasons why people love Merida. If you've got a reason why you love Merida, pop it in the comment section. I'll make another video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Ciao for now!